Billboard model, pizzeria owner, and breakout star of the White Lotus, Patrick Schwarzenegger may have a movie star dad, but he's proving there's a lot more to him than just a last name.
I'm a fresh breeze, baby. I can be anything you want me to be.
Long before he made headlines for HBO's The White Lotus, Patrick Schwarzenegger grew up in an atmosphere of wealth and privilege. As the third child of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver, he also received a behind-the-scenes look at Hollywood movie making when he was still a kid. He recalled to V Magazine, "My favorite activity growing up was my dad yanking me out of school early and getting to go to set. For a kid, it was like a dream." Of course, the Terminator star was also insistent that his kids didn't grow up spoiled. That was evident when a 9-year-old Patrick didn't bother to make his bed one morning, resulting in his dad throwing his mattress out the window into the yard.
I'll be back.
Patrick's life drastically changed when his dad was elected California's governor in 2003. That resulted in a move from the family's palatial LA home to the governor's mansion in the state's capital, Sacramento. Not only did that mean leaving behind friends and shifting to a new school, it also put an end to his treasured visits with his dad to watch him make movies. While Patrick would later admit that he learned a lot from watching his father run America's most populous state, he still missed the Hollywood lifestyle he came to appreciate as a child. He told Front Row Features, "Obviously, being a governor is amazing, but for me as a kid, going to the film sets was more fun for me." Patrick was bitten by the acting bug at a young age. That led to a small role in the 2006 comedy Benchwarmers, which served as his movie debut when he was just 12 years old. As a teen, Patrick attended the Brentwood School in Los Angeles and experienced a fairly normal adolescence. Still, Hollywood beckoned, and he began to seriously consider following in his father's footsteps by becoming an actor. When he graduated, he informed his parents he was going to embark on an acting career, an idea his father immediately shut down. Patrick told People, "My dad was like, 'No, you're not. You're going to school and you can study acting, but you can also get a degree in business.'" Patrick went on to study at the University of Southern California's Marshall School of Business, minoring in cinematic arts. While attending college, he also landed a supporting role in the 2012 film Stuck in Love. He went on to earn his degree, but it was clear what direction his heart was leading him.
It's better to go for what you want in life and get rejected than have the shot and not take it.
One thing that Patrick learned from his parents is the importance of giving back, and he grew up with a keen sense of the importance of philanthropy. He made that evident in 2009 when he founded Project 360, a clothing line that donated a portion of its proceeds to charity. He told Women's Wear Daily, "My dad helps me a lot with my business side, and my mom and my grandparents had a huge influence with the charitable component and the idea of giving back." Patrick ultimately sold the business in 2014. He told the Irish Times, "I have a lot of things I want to accomplish. It's not about making a lot of money, it's about doing what I enjoy." In 2011, Patrick signed with LA Models. That led him at the age of 17 to appear in a campaign for Hudson Jeans, where the shirtless teenager could be seen on a high-profile billboard atop Sunset Boulevard in LA. So what did his famous folks think of their son's fashion campaign? Patrick told Women's Wear Daily, "They loved it. They support anything I do, and I support anything they do." In 2014, Patrick took a big step in his modeling career when he landed a high-profile campaign with designer Tom Ford. He appeared in various ads opposite celebrity fashion model Gigi Hadid. While attending college, Patrick continued to audition for acting roles and even landed a part in Grown Ups 2. Around that time, he was also cast opposite Ariana Grande in her Romeo and Juliet-inspired music video for her 2013 single Right There. As Patrick recalled in an appearance on the Happy Sad Confused podcast, he was approached by Grande's then-manager, Scooter Braun. He explained, "Ariana Grande was just starting. I think it was her second big song or something like that."
We shot it for 2 days, and it was kind of like this cool moment, and then she really blew up after that.
Grande also recalled acting opposite Patrick in the video, in which they nuzzle and come near to kissing while swimming together in a pool. When asked what it was like to make out with Schwarzenegger, she balked, telling Extra they didn't even kiss.
We were in the water together and we got very close to kissing.
In 2014, Patrick shifted his entrepreneurial impulses from fashion to food. That led to him opening his own Blaze Pizza in Los Angeles. According to Patrick, he was a hands-on business proprietor. He explained to People, We went around and did a raise of capital. It's been my responsibility to oversee everything. I'm the owner, founder, pizza maker, pizza lover, and anything else you want to throw on in there. He did, however, credit his parents with helping him out with advice, particularly his father. Patrick told the Irish Times, "He gave me tons of points, but most of his advice comes back to working hard and making sure that when you wake up each and every day, that you want to do the thing that you're working on. That's really what it comes down to." Back in 2014, Patrick was romantically involved with Miley Cyrus. That romance, however, didn't last long, as they broke up the following year. It was during this period that he met model Abby Champion, and that relationship has stood the test of time. In 2023, he and Champion announced their engagement in a sweet Instagram post. While a date hasn't been publicly announced, the pair is planning to walk down the aisle at some point in 2025. In an interview with People, Patrick described their first meeting as one of those love-at-first-sight experiences. He said, "I think that when we first met, there was obviously an attraction, physical attraction, and I thought she was the most beautiful girl that I had seen and had met, and I was interested in hanging out and going out on dates." It took a while, however, for the two to come to the realization that they wanted to spend the rest of their lives together. He noted, "When we first met, I was 21, she was 18. So you're very different people and humans when you're that age versus now. I'm 31, she's 27. Over the course of the years, I just continuously fell in love with her more and more." After graduating college, Patrick got serious about becoming an actor and spent his days going to auditions. As a Nepo baby, he quickly learned that while his last name carried a certain degree of cachet, it was also a double-edged sword. He told Front Row Features, "Does it open up some doors for me or help me meet people? Yeah, but again, everything in life, if you're not going to put the time in, if you're not going to work, if you're not dedicated, people can only care so much what your name is. If you're not going to put all of the work in, they'll say, next." He soon began landing parts, including a role in the TV horror comedy series Scream Queens in 2015 and playing a soldier in the 2017 miniseries The Long Road Home. Miko Alon, creator of The Long Road Home, told Town & Country, "When Patrick auditioned, he had such a sincere quality that I thought he'd be a perfect fit. He has a natural instinct." As Patrick told Interview, he was open to pretty much any type of role. He explained, "Just anything that's kind of different and challenging for me. Every movie I try to play something a little bit different."
As long as I had passion and I really loved what I was doing, then do whatever you want.
All that work and small supporting roles paid off when he was cast in Midnight Sun, which also starred Bella Thorne. In the 2018 coming-of-age drama, he played the boyfriend of Thorne's character, a teenage girl with a rare skin condition that essentially makes her allergic to sunlight. Patrick told Front Row Pictures about how he came to land his first starring film, saying, "I was the last component. Bella was already on the project and I got involved through an audition, and then I did a reading with the director, and then I had a chemistry read with Bella." He threw himself into the role, even undergoing a physical transformation for his character, a competitive swimmer. He told Parade, "I had someone from the USC swim team train me 4 days a week for hours on end until I could get that body shape and understand what it's really like to be totally driven every day, going towards that goal of becoming the best swimmer." Becoming a leading man for the first time was not something that came without a certain degree of anxiety.
In the beginning, it was nerve-wracking.
With Midnight Sun under his belt, Patrick's subsequent roles were larger and more varied. He played a psychotic imaginary friend of a troubled college student in Daniel Isn't Real, starred opposite Ruby Rose in the action thriller Stowaway, and shared top billing with Alex Pettifer and Michael Shannon in crime drama Echo Boomers. He then landed his most high-profile role to that point, playing Todd Peterson in HBO's 2022 true crime miniseries The Staircase, based on the case of Michael Peterson, who was accused of murdering his wife. As Patrick told People, he worked diligently to get the job, adding, "I was like, holy shit, I've got to do everything I can to get this." To be surrounded by this kind of talent and these level of actors and actresses was something that was like a dream come true for me. The following year, he landed a leading role in Gen V, a spin-off of the wildly popular superhero series The Boys. He told Hollywood Elite of being part of Gen V, "To work with them was a dream come true. Bringing me into that world for an actor, it's fun."
You seem freaked out.
No, I don't. What, do I? No, I'm fine.
It's fair to say that no project in the acting career of Patrick Schwarzenegger has brought him as much attention as his role in the third season of The White Lotus, which premiered in February 2025. He told The Hollywood Reporter, "I do feel like this is getting my work out to a wider audience." With his star on the rise, increasing opportunities certainly began coming his way. He went on to add, "But I don't have an ego about it. If a great director called me tomorrow and said I've got a one-page scene for you in my movie, I'd do it. I'm trying to be picky about what I do now, but that just means working with great directors and writers. So I'll take anything that lets me keep learning." While some actors might be content to rest on their laurels, that's antithetical to Patrick's philosophy. After all, despite the success he's achieved, he still thinks there's room for improvement. He told People, "I've been in theater school for the last 10+ years. I take classes every week. For me, it's about continuously finding ways to learn and grow."